Hey everybody, it's John, and I'm making another video about the story that I've been writing on my website on Fridays. It's called Darkshire Woods, the Heir. If you haven't read it yet, you can just hop on over there, take a look at it, see what you think. I've been having a lot of fun writing this story. It was a chance for me to try to stretch my legs as a writer a little bit, go into a genre that I usually don't write, use a process that I normally don't do. I think I said this earlier, I'm something of an outliner. I like to figure out the beginning, middle, and end of a story before I start writing it. This time I started with no idea of what the story was going to be. Normally I come up with the plot first. This time I had to come up with the characters first. And I've been having a really good time writing this story, but now the time has come to throw a monkey wrench into the works. You see, the thing that I've been using to help me write this story, craft it, is the role-playing game Fiasco. If you've never played this, it's a lot of fun. I used Fiasco to help me figure out the relationship between the characters, kind of figure out what they're after, what they're trying to do, that sort of a thing. And so now the time has come, since I've written 8 chapters of the story, that it's time to hit what's known as the tilt in Fiasco. If you've never played Fiasco before, halfway through the game you roll a bunch of dice, you use those dice to add 2 new complicating factors to the story that you're telling. The best example of this is when Will Wheaton and some friends played Fiasco on his show Tabletop a couple of years ago. One of the new conditions that got thrown into the mix was that something precious was on fire, and that turned out to be really bad for one of the characters in the story. So now the time has come for me to roll some dice and see what new factors are going to be at issue in the Heir. So let's head on over to my kitchen and see what comes up. Alright, so here I am in my kitchen, and you notice that I'm here by myself. I figured I wouldn't break out the stand-ins for the other players and characters. If you're not happy that they're not here, let me know in the comments. But basically for the tilt, what we need is this. We need half of the dice that we started with, so that's 8 dice. We need a copy of the tilt table, which is in the rule book here. In here somewhere, right here. And then I've got some cards and stuff to write it down. This is basically the way it works. I take half the dice and I roll it. And once I've got that, wow, I got a lot of 6s. Of course, when I'm not playing Yahtzee. Then I separate them all out into that, and now basically what I need to do is I need to pick 2 broad categories, and then I have to pick 2 specific things using these dice. So I've got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 5, and 4 6s. Like I said, why couldn't I have been playing Yahtzee? So here we go. I'm going to take a look at this. So there's failure. So basically the broad categories that I could get using these dice is mayhem, tragedy, innocence, paranoia, and failure. What's innocence? That'd be a number 3. I don't know if I like that so much. I know this makes for fascinating viewing, doesn't it? How about if I fast forward starting right now? So there we go. I got the tilt figured out. So there we go, folks. We have the tilt figured out, and here are the 2 new situations that are going to be introduced into this story. The first one is failure. You thought it was taken care of, but it wasn't. And then the other one is innocence. A neighbor wanders into the situation. What does this mean? I have no idea. I want to encourage you to go and see how this new situation will unfold in the story. Go get caught up with what's going on with King Bartholomew, Lady Azabel, Lord Vance Smythe, and the Lady Edris Fenella. And please keep reading. I love hearing from people what you think of the story, so just let me know, and I'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in.